Okay, the aftermath of 3 hairball remedy failures. Okay, this is what I feel like she needs. The fiber so that she maintains pain-free from her hairballs. And most important of all is the ozonating. She refused both 3 times a day. You can see those failed experiments, and this happens, like once or twice a year. And sometimes she just needs like a day's rest. So I left a tablespoon of the solid fiber mixture out on her little nook on the patio. It's a big Rubbermaid plastic chest that sits out there that's a little bit above my waist, and I'm 5'2". It's easy to feed her out there with some of her dry food, and her water is right underneath it on the ground on the patio, and that's where she stays at night, and she can just get her exercise and enjoy whatever bugs and nighttime noises, even in the wintertime, unless of course it gets around 40 degrees, and then I bring her in whether she likes it or not. So I left some out there, and she looked at it first, and then she jumped down, so I let her out. And when I was letting her out onto the brick patio outside of the screen, I accidentally spilled some of the gravy, and it hit the bricks, and so she smelled that. I could smell it too when it did that, and she came back around and tried it, but was not attracted enough to lick it up. So my game plan for future is to either wait a day or let her get back up on that Rubbermaid chest tonight around dark whenever I bring her in, which is from the front yard, which is around nighttime, around dusk, or sometimes later if I get home later. Or if, I didn't try this last year when this happened, but I'm going to have my husband check. He has to go to CVS today, the pharmacy, and see if he can find one of those large empty plastic syringes, so I could just squirt 5 tablespoons of ozone in her mouth. But then I'm also keeping it, that would be like a last resort, because I have to at least I would like to make sure that she's getting properly ozonated. And even though today's game plan is to top off her both water bowls wherever she happens to be. I just freshened the one out front because that's where she likes to hang out during the daytime. I freshened it there, and I'm going to freshen the one on the patio tonight when I bring her in. I just don't know how long that ozonation stays in there compared to my husband's water bottles with the plastic caps on them, which seem to last him, 6 to 8, 10 hours sometimes when we get in the car and go on a 45-minute drive, like over to Universal Studios or something, and then he actually will carry those with him and drink out of them too, and then he leaves one in a cooler or just out in the car, and they generally still smell like they have ozonating, and his health does not vary because of doing that. So that's my game plan for her, is to just keep topping off those big water bowls of hers. Okay, so wish me luck and stay tuned. We'll see how it goes.